going on, guys? Hopefully, you guys been having a good week. We're coming to an end to the week. Hopefully, you guys had a good week. Hopefully, you guys are gonna have a good weekend. Got OG Nicholas in the building. What's going on, Nicholas? Old Saint Nick. What's going on, man? But yeah, we got to talk about this topic today, guys. This is something I've been noticing within society, and it's really a glaring problem. A lot of you guys might look out into the world and be like, man, these people are stupid that drive on the highways that I work with, that I go to school with, that are in my family. These people are idiots. Well, it's because the IQ of the average human being is actually dropping at a rapid pace, an accelerated pace for numerous reasons. But yes, you're not stupid. The people are actually imbeciles and they're increasing by the day. Um, there's just certain behavior that I keep seeing consistently that just confirms what I'm really trying to get to. A lot of times people don't make sense. Like what I'm beginning to notice is guys like common sense really truly is not common whatsoever. It's not even debatable at this point that most people are lost. I'm getting to the point to where when most people think something is right, when most people think that something is going to go this way, I tend to go the opposite. When people start, the masses start saying something in unison, I'm like, that's probably the wrong information. Nicholas writes, how many people aren't trying to be open-minded? That's a huge mistake too. You know, people are so entrenched in their beliefs, and oftentimes their belief system is often idiot. Their belief system is no, it doesn't make any sense logically, has no facts to it. They're just making things up. And the internet and social media is going to keep furthering this problem. Every teacher I'll read your rest of your comment in a second, Nicholas, but every teacher, this should be concerning to you guys. Every teacher, and these women are, I go on dates and I ask them all the same questions and they all have the same response. And I'm talking about at least, I combine the women that I've been on dates with that are teachers and that I know, we're talking about 10 plus at least. All of them say the young people are dumb. They're stupid. And it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. And people are already stupid. Guys, we have high level of incompetency in government, at your workplace. I know a lot of you guys are working under people that you're smarter than. It makes you wonder that, damn, is meritocracy even a real thing? Because I'm better than him, smarter than him, I work harder than him. He comes to me for advice, he or she, and somehow they still get the position. It's crazy, isn't it, guys? They live small lives by choice. Yeah, that's true because they're comfortable living mediocre, even though they don't want to change their problem, but they complain about their problems. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And a lot of guys, a lot of people, they're losers at heart. It's a hard truth to take, but a lot of people are losers at heart. Why? Because they don't want to take any risk. They would rather critique you for taking a risk and failing, making fun of you from the sidelines than actually participate. They don't do anything besides complain. When success, promotion comes their way, they reject it because they want to be around the mediocre and average people. that they know and they're comfortable with. See, change is uncomfortable, and most people don't want to change. But in order to adapt and to get to a better place, you have to change at some level. Nothing truly stays the same. The economy doesn't change, doesn't stay the same. The job market doesn't stay the same. The uh, economy, job market, your wife, your husband, none of it stays the same. Your friends, none of it stays the same. It changes. Some for the better, some for the worse. People's feelings change. They like you today, they hate you 2 years from now. They liked you when you said this. They liked you whenever you were doing this. Now, since you want to get in shape, now it's a problem. Now you're focused on getting money. Now it's a problem. And it's increasingly becoming a problem dealing with the quality of person today because loyalty is non existent. It's non existent in your relationships, it's non existent truly with some of your friends. We've all dealt with fake friends at some level. Your family members, you realize that blood ain't always thicker than water. Just because you're related doesn't mean you're family. So you got enemies that are secret enemies in your family, your friends. You got strangers that you don't know that will intentionally harm you when they see you as an enemy or just disregard you because they don't know you. And we don't have community to where the point to where people respect one another. We have a society full field of New York mentality people. You know how they say how rude New Yorkers are? That's spreading across the United States. Nobody's truly friendly with anybody except the rural people. And none of you guys truly want to go into those rural areas because you're not a farmer. You don't, you want to be close to the city. The farthest away from the city you want to be is a suburb. You don't want to go off in the woods and the boondocks where there's no Wi-Fi. You got to call the Wi-Fi. People live so far in the woods, they got to call the Wi-Fi people, and the Wi-Fi people got to come an hour, 2 hours to their spot and just create a hotspot. As you guys come in here, double tap the screen to hit the like button. Comment your thoughts. I'm welcoming your thoughts in the chat. No idiot stuff. Nicholas will snipe you for being an idiot. And that's the problem with society. We have too many idiots running around in society, and we expect society to get better. It won't get better. They don't even want to be their best potential version of themselves. No, they don't. They don't. I've never had a hater that I would want to be. That's a bar. But guess what? If you don't have haters, you're not popping. People only hate on stuff that's relevant, that gets attention. If you're a nobody, they're either your friend, they don't see you as a threat. And oftentimes, if you're not a threat, they often sometimes bully you because they're the big dog in their own mind. It's ridiculous, guys. Society is becoming ridiculous. I can't just looking at the just riding down the street on the highway, you can see the low levels of IQ, the low levels of EQ, emotional intelligence. We always talk about IQ and all this stuff. What really annoys me about people today is that they don't have any emotional IQ. They spaz out on everything. They're quick to anger on everything. And you wonder why you get fired. You wonder why you can't have a relationship. You wonder why you're not getting promoted because you don't know when to hold stuff in. It's straight up jealousy. It is. And male jealousy can get you destroyed. It can get you deleted off this planet. So, you need haters, but you don't need to mingle around with your haters. You never know what their ulterior motives are, because these are things that get you uh, sent to prison for no reason. Male jealousy is really a problem. Female jealousy is really a problem as well too. All of it's a problem. It's a human problem. And how do you avoid this stuff without dealing with humans? It's impossible. You have to learn to identify these things and maneuver around them strategically. You're not going to avoid it. You might as well know how to identify it and approach it directly and deal with it directly. Especially if you're a person that plans to make a lot of money, you plan to be in 10% body fat, you plan to be in shape, you plan to have a hot woman. The hate is inevitable. You will be hated on. If you don't, if you can't take the hate, don't even worry, don't even think about being successful. Or maybe you should be the producer and not the talent. The producer, the music producer, makes a whole lot of money. Probably makes the most money, but the talent gets all the eyeballs. It's straight up jealousy that you're content with yourself and authentic things money can't buy. Jealousy is the reason why your favorite rappers or whatever, they don't even have to be rappers. This is why a prophet is not welcome in his own home, his hometown, because the people, his success reminds them of their failures. He made it, so why can't you guys make it? It eliminates their excuses. And they don't like to be looked down upon. They don't like to be told that they're underperforming. It's ridiculous. You have to be mentally prepared to always walk away. I 100% agree. You have to be willing to walk away from life itself. There's got to be something that you're willing to die for. You know, we're not talking this fake shit over here. We're talking this real shit. And yes, it's scary. Some of it is actually scary. Some of it is actually inevitable. Some of it is unfortunate, but it is the truth. And the only way to truly improve and the only way to truly get better is to acknowledge the truth, no matter how harsh or inconvenient it might be. If you're a head coach, you can't say that your defense is good when the stats and what your eyes see of them underperforming, you can't see that and say, well, we're actually a good defense. It's just, no, you're a bad defense. And that's what people are doing with their individual lives. No, I'm doing good. No, you're not. I'm happy in this 250-pound body. No, you're not. He said bars quoting Jesus, prophet rejected in his hometown. It is. He is, bro. He is. Your own people that you grew up with will build you up just to tear you down. You live long enough to be the villain or you die a hero. You know, you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. People that you will ride or I had friends and cousins and all kinds of stuff that were cool when I was just average. This is why I can't really go back to my hometown a whole lot either, because I know I have a lot of enemies, a lot of frenemies. They smile in your face, but they're not truly your friend. I remember I won this award in college, or not high college, this award in sports in high school. I was East Texas Player of the Year because I had a high GPA. We went to, I think, we went to the playoffs in every sport. Fifth round in the playoffs in football. Track, we went 2 rounds. Baseball, we went 4 rounds in the playoffs. So I ended up winning this award because I had a combination of different things that nobody else in East Texas had done. And so I didn't even know I was going to win this award. To be honest with you guys, I was completely shocked. I had no clue. But I'll remember the faces of the people there that I knew, and none of them were really happy. Enemies, enemies, enemies. I tell you, it's lonely being at the top. It's it's hard to deal with the fact that the majority of the people that are around you uh, secretly hate you. It's hard to deal with the fact that once you do better than somebody, now they view you as competition and they subtly try to get you out of the way. A lot of you guys, you're going through a lot of hard uh, passive aggressive attacks at work. It's because there's somebody that is smiling in your face but throwing dirt on your name behind your back, which is why you're getting all these passive aggressive attacks and you don't know where they're coming from. Somebody's an enemy that hasn't shown their fangs yet. These people either look down on you and treat you with no respect. Exactly. And I don't know why people want to be around people that don't respect you. It's dangerous. They'll make you feel, it'll kill your self esteem. It'll make you feel a certain way that's negative. Or they're fuming with jealousy, wishing you're on your downfall. No room for haters, period. I was the hero twice, survived and enjoyed being the villain. Yeah. You know what, Chris? I'm 100% with you, bro. 100%. I enjoy being the villain because, see, when you're good, you got to live under the construct of what people think good is. You got rules to follow. When you're the villain, you can say what the fuck it is and people got to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? People already view you as the villain. You can know already. Most people think that they're going to always find an issue or a problem with your argument. So why not just say what it is? See, whenever you have to be good, you have to be a good boy, a nice boy. You have to be politically correct. You have to present yourself a certain way, as if you're this presidential perfect candidate, this robotic candidate. And this is why politicians easily fool the masses because uh, they're lying. They say and appear proper. They'll say religious things. They'll say religious things that you want to hear. They'll say political talking points you want to hear. They'll gesture. They'll kiss a baby. They'll have their wife in hand. All in the while they have different side chicks. They're smashing the Secretary of Press. They're they have a hit put on a different president in a different country. They're facilitating, uh, you know, trafficking within the certain area. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. The haters often don't even try to be better. Exactly. Haters never. It never really made any sense to me. It's like, why would you watch somebody that you don't like? Like rational people with emotional intelligence and IQ, you're like, I don't like this guy. I don't like what he stands for. Let me unsubscribe. Let me unlike the video. Let me block this channel. Let me block this page so I don't even have to worry about this being on my algorithm. But no, they secretly want to be you. See, a hater, he has a love-hate relationship with you. He's like a he's like a toxic chick. He's like a chick with a toxic man. She loves the way that he lies to her, tells her that she's this big, beautiful thing, the best thing that he's ever seen, or she's ever seen, or he's ever seen. Uh, she loves the way that he smashes her. You know, she'll say she hates when he disappears and comes back and all this stuff, but really she loves him. It's a love hate relationship. It's toxic love, and that's what a hater is. or they know they have never or never can. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? The genetics don't line up. You're short and ugly. They're tall and attractive. It just is what it is. And so they spend the rest of their lives trying to talk about morality and lean on morality for these different things and try to shame you out of your position. It just none of it. It all comes. It's all of it's a game of gaslighting to hide their jealousy and hate. We all have our own talents. Not everyone can excel at everything, but their ego, though. It's just like with the 300. The guy that couldn't perform, and King Leonidas was like, you know what? You can't perform, bro. You can't be with us. You'll sacrifice and hurt us more. And then what did he do? He went to King Xerxes because he couldn't take the fact that he was an underperformer. Instead of working with the Spartans in a different way, instead of being on the front line, he couldn't take the truth, being a hater, being jealous, being a ugly person. He had to go get these people deleted, got them encircled, surrounded, and killed. Isn't that pathetic? My motto is I may not be well liked, but I'm sure the fuck well known. Ooh, Chris, that's a deep one right there. Pause. That's a we gotta keep that one. That's a quotation. Hell, that's the same thing what LeBron said on Twitter or Instagram, whatever he did. I don't even like LeBron like that, but he said some real shit. He's like, whether you hate me or love me, you will remember me. And that's some true shit, which means you have an impact. You have an impact. Being the villain is revenge best served cold, and success is the best revenge. Don't say a word, don't do anything, but excel and let them see. The way to defeat toxic people is to keep shining, not fall to their level or play their game. Yeah, you have to ignore these people for the most part. They keep you relevant. Haters keep you in the algorithm. Haters keep people talking about you. And guess what? When people look out, when people seek out what this person is, and then they find out that the person is actually good looking, this person actually can perform, this person's actually a good person, then you just gained a follower, excuse me, and they only know about you or they only got word of you from all these negative things. What's the old saying? All promotion is good promotion. All marketing is good marketing. You know? What did Kanye say? Everybody gonna say something. I'd be mad if they said nothing. So the quality, we can argue that the quality of life is deteriorating in the society with the unaffordability crisis that we're dealing with. But but also, that's a huge problem is uh, the deterioration of the quality of person, and a lot of this also stems from the fact that we don't have organized families. Again, all this goes back to dating. All of this goes back to relationships. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to say this. It's true to an extent. But to be honest with you guys, and even though I'm an introvert and I'm a Sigma male, whatever you want to call it, I like to work by myself. What is really the truth is, um, people are more important than money. It's just like with power. You'd rather have a military than have $1 billion. Because if you had a military, you can go get the $1 million. You can go get the resources if you got the protection. It's just like with relationships. If you got good relationships, good families, good communities, if one of you guys fall on hard times financially, you can help each other up. You can create a job for each other. But everybody's alone. The loneliness epidemic will continue, and technology will only further incentivize these things. AI will further incentivize these things. And yeah, just to give you guys a heads up, you you guys better hurry up and get and change your careers if you're not in blue collar or AI or tech, because I was watching or I was reading an article this morning about how AI robots, they're already cooking better food and doing it 24/7 than most cooks. So if we're getting robots that can actually cook better than most people and do it around the clock, uh, and this is already going on in different cities, they're throwing out different testing projects. It's only a matter of time before it hits you. So just another reminder to hurry up, run a little bit faster. You said, "Hey, I support you. Jesus loves you too. I might sub." Well, how you support me and you don't sub? That's crazy. That's crazy work. Being the villain. Okay. The way to beat toxic people is to keep shining. Yeah. It's likely there's a war for the sheeple. Haters try to turn them on their side. Yeah, Chris. Yeah, talk to him, Chris. I do just sub, bro. Why you gotta say that? He said, I might sub. That's crazy work. You don't tell your employer, I might go to work today. Right? You don't tell your girlfriend, you don't tell your wife, I might protect you today. It's crazy. You either do or you don't. And, you say Jesus loves you and you're a religious person. Well, you clearly know that Jesus doesn't want any halfway people. So, this halfway stuff doesn't go. It doesn't fly with your religion. It doesn't fly with really rational men. Uh, Haters try to turn them on their side, who are the neutral going to side with. That's often how it is in groups, networks. Yep. And that's really what debates are for when it comes to political race. You have the biased people on the left and right, but the people in the middle, the 30 to 40% of people in the middle, that's what the debate is for. It's not to sway the biased ones that were raised a certain way. It's for the people that are undecided. He said he can be halfway. He just has to try to correct it and repent. Well, you ain't no trying, bro. You gotta correct it because Jesus don't want no halfway. He don't want no halfway Christians. That's an impossible. That's a. He's a jealous God. I'm not religious like I used to. You know, that's a whole nother Patreon exclusive about religion that I'm not gonna get into for the internet. I'm not about to argue over these things. But I was brought up in the church, and that is one thing I know for sure. No lukewarm. What workouts you been doing for strength gains? Um, Mainly it's just been calisthenics, bro. I do different levels of calisthenics, different kinds of push-ups. I don't do just like regular push-ups. I do like kind of like gymnast style position push-ups. It's where you put your arms in different areas and you go from side to side, pushing it, diamond pull-ups. I tell you what else gets you really strong in a really good way. It's actually better than lifting weights. And this is a secret that most people don't realize is, lifting weights. It's like I said before. It's on a perfect plane. But if you really want to get strong in every facet of your body, your core, your legs, your grip strength, you would go get a sandbag, because a sandbag, wherever it tilts, it's going. You have to deal with that weight. You know, a bar is just like this. It's perfect weight. It's just like this. It's not going to sway on you, which is why those loggers are a lot stronger than a bodybuilder. Yeah, those work a different. Um, those are good. Yep, those are good. But mainly, I do a lot of calisthenics and cardio. So I need to be in shape and be able to run and jump and be athletic. Um, Bodybuilding, it just kills your joints. So if I want to lift any weights, I'm gonna have a 100 pound sandbag. And trust me, guys, a lot of you guys watching this right now, you guys can't lift a 100 pound sandbag. You might can bench press 300 pounds, squat 300 pounds, 400 pounds. But if you had to pick up 100, 150, 200 pound sandbag, bro, you couldn't do it. A lot of you guys think I can do that. I try it. I promise you, you can. That's a level of strength that the old generations used to have that we don't have today. That's why dumbbells get you stronger than a barbell, because it's in your one hand and it can go either way. Anyways, we're getting off topic. You know, but yeah, guys, we're living in some weird times where the average person is an imbecile. I remember I began to notice this stuff whenever I was in college. You ask to study with people, and they'd always flake. This is men and women, unfortunately. You know, but that's just how people are. You can't change people. Some people are just not straightforward. This is both men and women. If you rather somebody say, "Hey, I can't do it," than say they can do it and then flake later. But this is what we're raising today. Passive aggression. People that don't stand for anything, they fall for everything. Commentators. Mike Tyson said he ruined his joints running. That uphill walking on the treadmill does the same effect, but without the joint damage. I mean, that's a some truth to that. You definitely got to mix up the surfaces. You can't keep running on pavement. Some days you need to run on grass, and some days you need to run on the track, and some days you got to mix up. You can't just you get shin splints too much, and you guys got to get good running shoes too. You can't just go out there with your damn Nikes. Nikes are not actually good performing shoes actually for exercise. You know, you guys got to go the whole mile. You got to get the good exercise shoes. You got to get the good shoe itself. I mean, exercise shoe, exercise socks as well. You know, you got to get the actual performing stuff, not the expensive stuff. That's Nike and Adidas. They have some good performance stuff, but a lot of that stuff is it's just overpriced. You're paying for the brand. Like when I go running, I have a specific sock that doesn't sweat. I have a specific running shoe where it has where it's bigger, so your foot isn't at the edge of it to where you're harming your feet. It's bigger, so your feet can actually grip the shoe, and within the shoe, it has like a little bit of a cushion and a boost to it. So, all these things matter as well. But yeah, I mean, walking does wonders. It does do wonders. Absolutely. Jump rope too. It's stubbornness. The normies, they're stuck in their ways. Exactly. I'm late as fuck. What's good, Mike? What's going on? Hey, you can go back and rewatch this, bro. We dropped a whole lot of game. We about to get ready to wind down. Probably got 6 minutes left. We'll go to 40 minutes on the live. Got 5 minutes left. Under Armour running shoes, amazing. Yep. Yeah, and if you don't know where to go to get some Hokas, go get some New Balance. But I want to end this live stream talking about this one thing. We got to talk about relationships, right? We could always talk about relationships, where the roots, where the roots remember and the spirits never forget. Most shoes nowadays can cause bunions. Yep, I grew up on Nike. I mean, Nike has some good weightlifting shoes, but you have to get some specific kind of shoes to contact a running club. That true. Like I went to a running store, homie, where they measure your feet. They know like if you're walking wrong, and it's really scientific. A lot of you guys, if you want to get into running and cardio, you should definitely go to a running club, go to a running store, and get yourself right. Because if you're probably doing it wrong, more than likely. I've had the same running shoes for over a year, and a lot of you guys, it takes a lot of effort. If you're going to be a runner, you have to be proactive, which means what? You have to stretch your feet. You have to get the little foam roller thing, plantar fasciitis thing for your feet. You have to stretch your feet. So, anyways, but one thing I want to talk about as we wind down the live stream is, have you guys seen this Cooper DeJean? This I think it's a cornerback or a safety for the Philadelphia Eagles, 22-year-old. He had a pick in the last year's Super Bowl. Really popular kind of guy, actually. Pretty decent player too in the NFL. I posted this on my community tab where this 22-year-old NFL, pretty good player, is dating a 40-year-old. They've been confirmed to be in a relationship. Now, guys, I want you guys to realize how down bad modern men truly are. Now, granted, I'm not saying he can't smash the woman. I would have smashed her too. She looks damn good. Nikki Bella looks good for 40, 42 years of age. She does look good. Modern science. She got surgeries. She's in shape. So she looks good for her age. I'm not saying that men can't smash her, but to be a 22-year-old and actually take this woman seriously for a relationship is the most stupidest thing ever. You're an NFL player that can get any woman you desire, but you to choose to settle down with this older woman, it makes no sense. The quality of men's choices today when it comes to women is astounding. A snug pair of running shoes will have you not wanting to go back to Adidas. Yeah. I guess New Balance, homie, I'm never switching on that. I'm getting them shoes this exact same to say. She must be fired. Nikki Bella, she looks good. Like I said, I'd smash her. We all smash her. And everybody in this live stream would smash her. She looked good. But matter of fact, let me go get my iPad and show you guys. You guys hit the like button. Let's see here. I'm on my way back. Yeah, she looks damn good, but I'm like, bro, why would you, homie, you're an NFL player that can smash multiple women. Why would you settle down with that woman? So let me show you guys who she looks like or what she looks like. Let's see. This is the woman with the Philadelphia Eagles stuff on. She's on his left side. The woman with the all green right here. That's her. She looks damn good. She 40 something and look just like look. He's 42 and looks damn good. I'm not saying he shouldn't smash. I'd smash her. You know what I'm saying? But damn, talk to this woman seriously in a relationship. That's crazy work. Like she looks older in that picture. Young women will do you like Deontay Wilder's. That's true. Don't hate the player, hate his game. She must be fired out of all the women. Why you 40-year-old? I don't get it, bro. This is the shit where power dynamics come into place. Guys, I just want you guys to know, and I went through this recently. I'm speaking from experience. When an older woman is dating a younger guy, she has ulterior motives. And a lot of you guys, when you're dating older women, what you have to realize is she's more experienced than you. She's smarter than you. Actually, she is smarter than you. She's more manipulative. She knows she's a better liar than these young women. She has experience. She has been through. She's matter of fact, she's 35. She's dated older men. She's been through every kind of situation. And you're 20 something as you're 20 years old and barely know about women, but you're gonna go get date older women in her 30s and 40s. You're gonna get fucked over. She knows how to tickle your balls. She knows how to, you know, ejaculate to the ceiling to blind you from making rational decisions. She knows what to say to you. She knows what situations. She knows what lies work on typical men. So yeah, he's in for it. Whatever she wants to do to him or get out of him and extort out of him, it's going to happen if he doesn't snap out of it rather quickly. And I don't have faith that he will. You know, I'm speaking from experience here. And hey, them fake titties, they look good. You know what I'm saying? It looks good. But again, she gonna her manipulation and gaslighting tactics are on another level. And plus, he ain't got that. She got all the sexual experience. She 42 years old, looking like that, homie. She got 100 plus bodies on her body count, and he maybe has 40, 50, maybe at 22 years old. This is shit. We're probably damn a relationship that works is better than being in a hollow one. She must be an '80s baby dealing with a 2000s dude. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. He's probably gonna end up using her ass and then bounce out of that relationship. I think it's gonna be the other way around. Hopefully he snaps out of it, but most men don't. Well, both of us are late '90s babies, like, but what the f? She probably gives the best head on the East Coast. That's probably a real thing. That's probably true. She got the experience. She got 42 years of being on the cock. She's 42. That means for the past, let's say she started having intercourse at 18 years old. Let's just be, or 20 years old. Let's just be rational, or and give her a little bit of grace, even though she's probably been having sex since she was 15 years old. So she's 20 years old, or she's been having intercourse since she was 20 years old. She's still single, no kids, no relationship, no marriage. Uh, she has 22 years of being on the cock carousel. Guys, the amount of bodies that she's racked up, I mean, I'm surprised. I'm surprised. She probably got surgery, but I'm surprised that thing still got some grip to it. This is also where potential manipulation comes into play too. That's exactly what it is. The fact she's older, maybe has her putting in more effort than a young stuck up woman. Well, he's a young NFL star with money and clout. She can use some of that. I mean, you can definitely see from how she dresses that she's an attention whore, you know. So this relationship gives her more attention to market herself. And plus he's making good money, so which means she could possibly get some money out of him. Now, granted, or probably a pregnancy, she's probably not gonna have that unless she's iced her eggs or frozen her eggs. He's only in his 20s. It's only a matter of time before he picks up on her BS. You just hopefully that he doesn't get finessed before he realizes what's going on. That's how women trap you guys, right? That's how women get you. Women realize you're gonna wake up. Women realize that your post nut clarity is gonna come up and you're gonna think more rationally. They realize these things, which is why they get with by the time you figure out what happened, it's too late. They've already got your child support. They already got your marriage commitment. So by the time you figure out her game, she's already extracted what she's needed. If you can touch them, they are real. Most of the time, men in their mid to late 20s don't usually get easily manipulated like that. Guys, these women are good. I promise you, older women are good. They're good. Shit. I might have got finessed by one. Look at what happened to Keisha Cole. Her relationships with significantly younger men have failed tremendously. Yeah, because women want older men that's more mature. you know? It would make sense if she was 42-year old and she wanted to get smashed by Cooper. That makes a whole lot of sense. That gives her a lot of sexual validation that she still looks good for her age. But a relationship, I don't know about that one. I'd keep her as a sneaky link. You know what I'm saying? I'd keep her in the background. When I come back to the city, you know what I'm saying? We gonna kick it. You know what I'm saying? When we playing the Buffalo Bills, I'll hit you up type shit. Look at what happened if you show a manipulative woman who can't. If you show a manipulative woman she can't manipulate you, she'll leave 100. Your hero, me, was baby trapped. Grizz, I'm not shocked, homie. you know, I don't look down at me. Women are women for a reason. We're designed damn near by nature to get tricked by them. You know what I'm saying? So, like, us guys, we tend to make fun of guys like, why didn't you see this happening? Why didn't you see this coming? It's just like, well, when your Johnson gets hard, when you see that woman that walks in the room, you know what I'm saying? And you don't when you're a young guy and you're not used to women's manipulation or she's a highly attractive woman, these are things that you can't control. How do you control your Johnson when it gets hard, when it sees her? You know what I'm saying? So we got to give some guys a little bit of a grace. And if you're a good-looking guy, and Chris, you have to be a good-looking guy to already get baby trapped. Women don't baby trap ugly guys. They don't baby trap unattractive guys, broke guys. Well, I won't say that. They do try to trap broke guys, but usually the broke guy at least has something. He has extremely aggressive masculine behavior. He's attractive. There's something about you that makes her want to reproduce you. So in a way, you kind of won in the evolutionary psychology sense because you're part of the 40% of people, 40% of men that procreate on this earth. So your genetics will continue to go on. The only problem is the way our society is currently constructed. It causes a lot of problems for you. So, how do you avoid something that's designed to be natural? it feels good and it feels natural to stick your peanut in her uh you know coos. I mean, we've all done it. Nicholas, we've done it. Chris, you've done it. It feels better. It feels natural. She enjoys it. I mean, that's, are we gonna keep it real? That, I mean, it is what it is, homie. And so I'm not shocked that she got baby trapped. A lot of men gonna get baby trapped, Chris, and don't feel alone, bro. Don't feel alone or don't feel bad at all. This is what's in the works for any man that is attractive, successful. This is what these are some of the games that are almost inevitable. You know, you deal with enough chicks, one of them's gonna get you. You really need to focus on his sport and not thinking about with his little head. No, I mean he can get the SCX. He just need to excuse me, focus on what matters first. These dudes are really stunning Cole's. She hasn't grown up mentally her damn at all. What's going on, Chris? My man Chris Polk in the building. If you guys are in the college gaming content, you guys go check him out on YouTube at Polk underscore a underscore dot one on TikTok, giving you guys updates from the transfer portal. PJ Washington was trapped by Renner, shaking my head. I mean, but he got money. He tall. I mean, it makes sense why she would gun for him and steal his semen. And so, I mean, guys, and plus, Brittany Renner's attractive, so it's just like, damn, you know, it's gonna happen, guys. Where you take the condom off and you eject. It feels better. It is what it is. And I'm not saying you guys should get yourself in these situations willingly. I'm just saying if you get trapped in these situations, don't beat yourself up about it. Men can look like aliens and bras. We're still trapped in with kids. Let's not make excuses for these people. No, introvert, you're wrong about that. And that's where you lack experience. Nicholas and Chris, and my friend Chris and my friend and my moderator Chris in the building. We've all been in situations with women where a woman will not have intercourse with you at all unless you had a condom because she was hell bent on not getting pregnant. So that is not true, introvert. That is not true. You know, if a woman does not want to get pregnant, she will make sure you have a condom. If you don't, it's not happening. So, no, there is something that she's trying to extract from you. Now, granted, some women are reckless. I agree. There are some reckless women out there that just allow you to smash and go in there raw off the rip sometimes. That is true too. But she gonna delete them babies. All them babies by them one night stands that she woke up the next day and didn't like the way and regretted and all that stuff. She gonna go down to the clinic, the Plan B clinic to get that baby deleted. Some guys she gonna keep the baby though because the baby got good genetics. PJ Washington got good genetics, good money. It makes sense. Let's just be real. My boy on here with them facts. I appreciate it. A lot of guys didn't have the happiest times of their life with their kid though, so it turns out in the guy's favor. Exactly. You know, the kittens are no longer fooling the cat in a hard has no conscience. Yeah, that's 100% real, bro. I've said that before. When your Johnson is hard, that's when you're the stupidest, and that's when you're the most vulnerable because women are thinking while you're focused on the pleasure. She's thinking, which is dangerous. You know, as a man, it's hard for you to think and try to smash at the same time. Scandalous, unforgivable behavior to get pregnant with intention of aborting if they conceive sick. a man could be broke and these broads can still try to trap them with babies. Yeah, I mean, introvert. I've already talked about that. These guys that are these street guys, they see a value in him in some level. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys got to stop thinking. You got to stop thinking that women think the same way as us men. They don't think the same way as us men. They see some kind of hidden value in the street guy that we don't see, which causes her to reproduce him. Either he's good looking or he's a really good protector, which gives her security, which means she's gonna have good genetics if she has a son, because his father is strong. That means that her son's gonna be strong. That's the animal instinct that she's having subconsciously in her mind. These broads, you can try to downplay it or be in denial all you want. Those hoes knows what they're doing. Yeah, but they're doing it for some reason. They see some kind of value in uh, the genetics, right? You have to always keep in mind that we're animals to a certain extent. So we're acting on animalistic instincts. The reason why your Johnson gets hard and wants to go in raw on an attractive woman is because she's fertile, she's young. These her skin being tight, her boobs being firm, her butt being firm and big, and her hips being wide. All these are subtle indicators to your mind that she's fertile and that you should have a kid. You have to realize that everything that we do as human beings is for procreation purposes, mating purposes. You're trying to get more money to get more women. You want to get in shape to get more women. You might consciously think so, that it's not, but subconsciously, I mean, why else would you do it? I mean, right? If women didn't exist, why would you get in shape? If women didn't exist, why would you try to make $1 million? Doesn't make any sense. So we do everything for mating purposes. I mean, whether we want to admit it or not, it is what it is. It's because they seen him with an attractive female and want their ego to have him too. Exactly. That's true as well too. They want the control. They want the state to control you through child support and all these different things. And they realize that he don't make any money or they can't trace the money, so they're never going to get any child support from him. That is true too. It isn't a control mechanism. You're gonna only love me. So yeah, we're gonna wind down the stream. As you guys come in here, double tap the screen, hit the like button, comment your thoughts. We're gonna wind down the stream, send your last little bit of comments and questions. But yeah, this live stream was all the way through this whole hour was laced with a whole bunch of games. A whole bunch of games you guys can go back and rewatch for evergreen. We were really killing it the first 20 to 30 minutes with you guys. It's crazy. He said, I don't give about a simp ass athlete. I mean, he don't care about nobody cares, bro. They always choose the wrong types of females based on their physical appearance rather than their character. It is what it is. Whatever experience these fools got, that's on their. I mean, it is what it is. You said your week been productive. Yeah, it's been solid. I couldn't do a stream last night because I was just too busy. I had to make some content for Friday and today, so I couldn't even do live stream. I had work was too long. I've talked to females who don't or didn't display ghetto ass traits. I mean, I don't know what you're trying to say, introvert. I mean, those women be the same women that date Pookies and Ray Rays. So I mean, Guys, I've told you guys before that Pookie and Ray Ray actually aren't losers. They're actually winning to a certain extent. They have multiple baby mamas, multiple women. They don't have to take care of any of them. The women still love them. It's crazy. 2026 shaping up all right. Yeah, hopefully a lot. Yeah, it's. I don't know. It depends on how where you look at it. The news and all that stuff is still stupid. But personally, from what we can control, we can definitely have a great year in how we our effort what we put into it and what we see. Our effort that we put into it and what we can control and focus on to be more accurate. But yeah, guys, I appreciate you guys for all being up in here. Shout out to my man OG Nicholas. Shout out to my man Chris. Shout out to my man Christopher, actual friend in real life, being in here. Shout out to my man Introvert. If you guys are in the gaming content, go check him out. If you have anybody else on the live tonight, shout out to all you guys for being in here. I really appreciate it. Pookies that get, he said Pookies that get pussy on tap while every other man working, breaking their back. That's what I'm saying, bro. They can figure out a cheat code. You know what I'm saying? And you know what the crazy thing is? Especially if you like black women. I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna get off the stream. Especially if you like black women, guys, she has a kid. You know, she'll be 25 and 28 and she'll be fine as hell. You know what I'm saying? She'll be fine as hell at 22 years old, but have a kid. And guess who got the kid? Who she got pregnant by? Pookie and Ray Ray. So he got the PUSSY on tap. He getting them younger. I mean, goddamn, he living the dream. He ain't got no money, so he ain't gonna get trapped for child support. Crazy work, guys. It's crazy work. These guys are not idiots. There's a guy right now that has to work 60 hours to 100 hours a week to keep his wife and keep his girlfriend. Meanwhile, there's a dude that came up and didn't even say anything to her. She came and talked to him and didn't have to spend no money. Cheat code of light, bro. I'm telling you, bro. We could all take a page out of Pookie's rate, Pookie, Chad, whatever the hell playbook, homie. You doing something right. Now, granted, I'm not saying be a bum. Don't be a bum. But he has something within his game that has it working with women. And we can get mad about it all we want to. But it ain't going to change the fact that he got multiple chicks and they all know about each other and they still deal with him. It's crazy work. But anyways, guys, that's my stream. I'll see you guys this weekend. You guys have a good rest of your week, good rest of your day tomorrow, good rest of your night. I'll see you then. Peace.